Bad builders beware. A tough new law to regulate contractors was introduced in the state legislature today. It's the direct result of reports by the CBS 2 investigators. More than 23 other states already license general contractors because they oversee the biggest investment of your life. And as Pam Zeckman has reported for years, all too often bad builders leave homeowners financially and emotionally devastated.
The shoddy work of a bad builder left Camille White with a basement that floods each time it rains.
I can't take this anymore.
Others are left with structural defects like this that could cause walls to collapse, or extensive termite damage covered up by new plasterboard that made this home too dangerous to live in.
It was a cover-up, it was a scam, and we got nailed.
And then there are builders who will take your money and do no work at all.
There was nothing that I could do to make him get out there and put the house up. I had no power.
Now a bill has been introduced in Springfield that will give the state and homeowners new powers to battle contractors who are incompetent, negligent, and deceptive.
I hadn't thought of drafting this legislation until I had seen the exposés that you had done. We have to make sure that those people are not conducting business in the state of Illinois.
Under the proposed law, contractors would have to be licensed by the state. To get a license, they would need to have 4 years of construction experience, undergo a criminal history check, and disclose all court settlements and judgments, information that would be made available to the public.
People need to know who they're dealing with, and right now, you don't.
This couple would never have hired John Volpentesta to build their new home had they known about his history. It includes dozens of lawsuits filed by contractors and former clients and a conviction for bank fraud.
I'm furious that the man can get away with this, taking our money, not doing the work that he was contracted to do.
The proposed law also gives duped clients the right to file a complaint with the state.
Where's the money? Open the books.
Bruce Johnson of JCS Design wouldn't answer their questions or mine.
They gave you money to pay the subcontractors and you never paid them.
But under the proposed law, he'd have to answer questions posed by state regulators or risk losing his license. Johnson did file for bankruptcy, apparently to avoid paying all the claims against his old company, then opened up a new one, a name game that the new law could prevent.
We're not going to let these guys hide under the bankruptcy laws for these bad actors. I'm going to close that door. Not a chance.
The two contractors named in this story, Volpentesta and Johnson, could not be reached for comment, but in the past they have denied doing anything wrong. Volpentesta blamed construction disputes on homeowners who changed their minds about work to be done and denied intentionally defrauding anyone. A spokesman for the Home Builders Association says generally the larger builders oppose licensure because of all the other regulations imposed on the industry. The smaller builders support it. He says the association is studying the proposal and will meet with Representative Franks. And Antonio will be following this legislation.
It's important to protect consumers. Thank you, Pam.